Here's how you're going to get national media coverage in just 8 steps. Hi, my name is Lexi, and I'm the CEO and founder of AK Infinite. 3 years ago, I was a soccer player playing college ball in San Diego, California, and now I run a team of 12 from all over the world, and we've done over 250 article placements. How did I do it? I'm about to show you. But first, I need to explain how I got here, because trust me, it wasn't overnight. So during the COVID-19 pandemic, I grew unhappy and decided to leave school and my college soccer career behind to start a new chapter. And in August of 2021, I started this company, but struggled to get any clients for a full 6 months. And I was scratching my head trying to figure out why. So I decided to audit myself and the business and realized that I was missing something foundational. And once I had discovered this, I also realized I probably wouldn't have even bought from myself. 19-year-old college dropout, missing something foundational in my marketing. Hindsight is 2020, right? And what I was missing was called digital real estate, which is essentially online real estate, or also called your online presence, which equals social proof for a company. So let me ask you this. Before we buy anything online, do we check the 5-star reviews? Before we hire a new team member, for example, don't we check their resume? It's human nature to need third-party validation, to look for social proof, and to have credibility before making a decision. It's part of the hiring process and the purchasing process, whether you're doing it subconsciously or not. Flash forward to now, and I'm going to show you exactly how you can do this for your business in 8 simple steps. All right, so the first thing you're going to want to do, step 1, is make a free quoted profile, right? I'm on the paid version because we have tons of clients and I need a team version, right? But step 1 is, if you're going to do this for yourself, you can simply make a free quoted profile. They have tons of free options. So that's step 1. Okay, so right here, this is my bio, but actually right above, I'd still consider it my bio, but it's where you put your hashtags, right? It's your keywords. Just like when you're running ads or you're doing something specific to keywords in your targeting, it's the same concept with quoted, because it's LinkedIn for journalists essentially, right? So step 2 is you're going to want to add industry-specific keywords to your bio, to your overall profile. Now, I'm looking at this and I can already tell I need to add more keywords. So that's something I'm going to work on right after this, because we can add up to 50 keywords. So this is step 2, right? So now let's hop on over to opportunities, because this is step 3. And inside of this opportunities section, right, this is where you're going to want to spend most of your time, because this is where all the journalists like to hang out. So this is the third step, where after you put your keywords in your bio and your profile, you're going to want to go to your opportunities section and start finding opportunities that match your industry and that make the most sense for your niche. All right, so step 4 is, for example, I'm looking in the opportunity section, but I want to go more niche specific. I'm going to put in some of my keywords, right? Just because we put it in our profile doesn't mean we can't be proactive and go find journalists who are looking for us right away, right? Because they're going to come to us the more we're on this platform, but we should start by going to them, right? So let's say I look up, marketing, because it's more broad. So if I put in my specific keyword marketing, now I can go after a journalist, or let's say I'll click on this hot fun in the summertime, or doing bad marketing better, right? That's interesting. What does that mean? So here's an opportunity, right? I have over a month to submit it, and I could start the pitch and I'll find out who the journalist is, right? So that would be the next step, because we want to start the conversation and also reach out to the journalist who is writing this story. So just for the sake of this video, I will start a pitch and reach out to him. When you're on the free version, you want to be conscious of your pitches, because you only have a certain amount of pitches per month on the free plan. So I started the pitch, and because step 5 is you're going to follow up with journalists, right? So if I wanted to pitch this, I would click on his profile. If I wanted to reach out to the journalist specifically, I would click on his profile. I have his LinkedIn, his email here, right? Just to get more information on him. If I wanted to pitch Lou, right? I believe that was his name. Okay, that's why I was a little confused, because usually it's just pitch, right? But I guess he's having a few different options here, where if I wanted to pitch my product, let's say I have a sunscreen that I wanted to pitch, right? I don't know if that even applies here, but I would press product and I would talk about my sunscreen. But I'm an expert here in this matter, or I'd be an expert in giving my quote, right? So when I go to, if I go back then there were the three options, right? Unspecified, expert, and product. So if I wanted to pitch myself as an expert, which is what you would do if you didn't have a specific product, you're going to click as an expert, and then you select your profile. Now I'm blurring some of this because we have a lot of clients who are representing, so I want to be respectful of their privacy. But I would click on my profile and then I'd start the conversation. But the reason I showed you Lou's profile is because now you also have his contact information, where usually you can message them within quoted, and we recommend that. But you also can message and reach out to him on these other platforms where you should follow up. So steps 6 and 7 go hand in hand. So step 6 is going to the events and awards section. So this might get lost in the sauce because opportunities is so exciting and there's all sorts of stuff here. But opportunities is more focused on media of articles, podcasts, all of that good stuff. But events and awards is also great because it's specific to events and awards, right? Because you're not going to, most of the time you will not find events and awards and opportunities, but you will find speaking opportunities, worldwide events, awards for your industry in the events and awards. So this is step 6 because you're going to want to familiarize yourself in what are all the opportunities that I can find here in the events and awards section. Now, step 7 is now going more niche specific, just like we did in the opportunities. Now we're going to go a little bit more specific inside of the events and awards. So let's say I do marketing again, just for our example's sake, right? Of course, you want to sift through some of it because it might not apply to you. Would love to go to Central America. Let's see. Largest digital marketing, right? Media advertising conference, 40 annual events. I mean, this looks great, right? So you would click on that. Not only do I have the contact information of, looks like the conference host. If I want to request more information, I can here. But this is really like, it gives a location. Where is this? It says Americas. That's not very specific. But anyways, this is the starting point of the conversation. Opportunities, you can pretty much keep it all within quoted. You should keep it all within quoted for the most part. If you want to follow up and connect with them on LinkedIn, that's good. But opportunity section, you can message all within quoted, and you should. But events and awards, you're probably going to want to email the event person. I don't typically call, not to bug them, but if, at your own risk, you could, of annoying them. But if their information is here, their phone number is here, then they should be fine with it, right? So events and awards will take a little bit more searching, but you can definitely find events that are specific to your industry as well as awards. And on top of that, that's why it's important. Remember, I believe it was step 2, where we talked about adding keywords to your profile and bio, because he has specific keywords towards this event, right? So if he's looking for people to invite to his event and he comes across your profile because you put brand awareness, which I should, so I'm going to do that, then you're more likely to get in touch with the host of this event and they're more likely to find you. The last step, we're going to hop back into the opportunity section. Once you familiarize yourself with everything here, if we get a lot of clients who specifically want speaking opportunities, speaking media opportunities, speaking gigs. So you can do that and you can search for that specifically in opportunities. So let's say I wanted to, find a podcast opportunity. Well, I can specifically look for podcasts. Yes, I will have to sift through it, right, to make sure that, I'm not an estate planner, so that would not apply for me. But some of our clients, this could apply for them. So that's why we go specifically. The deadline passed, right? But we can narrow down the types of media that we want by putting in the right keywords. I mean, we also could do TV, right? Media analysis analysts who can share their opinions on Netflix and watch Netflix. Yeah, I mean, these are interesting, right? But you got to sift through it because they're just looking for an expert on TV, right? But this is the other thing too is you can see right here where it says guest request. That typically means it's a podcast or a speaking event versus expert request, which is usually via a quote for an article or something, magazine, etc. So that summarizes steps 1 through 8. I hope this helps you. This is exactly what I do every single day, and our team does every single day to get our clients featured in the media. But I've given you everything that you need to do it yourself and start landing national media right away.